I hope you're ready. And I'm sorry, I just seen that my connection is weak. Praying to God that my phone and my connection is good to me. So I'm going to wait a few seconds to have people jump on, realize I'm live, ready to tell my story, ready to push you guys to star diamond, to diamond, whatever those goals are, that final push. So anyone there? I know I said get coffee. I said get water first. Okay, we've got somebody. All right. Such a gloomy day. Hi. It is such a gloomy day today. Hi, Emily. I don't know about you, but when it rains, I'm like, and I'm like, of course. I'm like, okay, I don't want it to be gloomy. I want to empower you guys. I want you guys to see struggle that comes with this business. See it as a platform for you to elevate. So let's get started. Hi, thank you for joining. All right, so let's get started. My topic is the push to Star Diamonds and how I made it happen. So I'm going to share about my story, but I did take notes because I wanted to dig in and to see where I can help you guys with my story, help you guys, because I'm sure at one point or another you guys have felt this before. So I want you to relate, I want you to take notes and take you on this journey with me. So in order to know where you are going, you must really evaluate where you came from. So where your story really started. I know that a lot of us here are under the impression that our story began the moment that we joined a challenge group. Not the case. I have been a coach working my business for 2 years because in October of 2014 was when I made that mental shift. But I have to take you back. I thought my story started back in February when I purchased a challenge pack with a 21-day fix because I was desperate to lose weight. But my story actually began way before that. And I hope that this helps you guys also connect with that because that pain, that story, it's what's going to keep you at the core of and standing strong when you've got those winds of life, you know, trying to push you and drag you down. Okay? So my story began way before when I was a paralegal at a big defense litigation law firm. I loved what I did. I was very good at it. I actually had associates used to take like work off my hands for billable work because I was really good at my job, but I was competing with them. I thought I loved it, and turns out that when I became a mother, everything changes. I'm sure that everything has changed for all of you guys the moment that you guys became a mother. So the moment I became a mother, my priorities were different and I began to see things more differently. I began to, and this is where I'm talking about the emotional, that's where really my story started. I missed out on a lot of firsts. I did suffer from postpartum depression, so I did not go back to work up until the point that my son was about 5 months old. So still at up to 5 months and the year, all that time in between, a lot of first happens with your child. And I remember vividly my mom sending me videos of Mateo crawling the stairs, taking his first steps, standing up. And I'm sorry, I didn't want to get emotional. And I just remember just sitting in that cubicle because I had an office, and for me being late one time because my tire exploded on the road, the job that I loved so much, the partner at the law firm removed me from my office and put me in the cubicles with the secretaries, which was fine. You know, I got to mingle more with them, but it was like kind of like a form of punishment. Like at least when I had my office, I could look out a window and not just stuck in walls where you don't see anything. You know, it's kind of like you're confined. Well, you are confined. So I remember just feeling that pain and thinking to myself, when my son is in school, which he isn't now, he started kindergarten, I was like, I don't want to be here. I remember feeling like, have you ever felt the pain so deep in your heart, especially for you working moms that, you know, are working a 9 to 5 or even a part-time job to make ends meet, feeling that pain of, I want that freedom. I don't want to have to trade in my time for money. Like, why can't I do something else because I've got something more to offer other people and get paid for it? So this is the beauty of this business. But in order to really see that, you have to start with believing in yourself and connecting to that story, connecting to that pain. Never forget about that pain. I forgot about it. That's where my story really started. My story started the moment that I was sitting in the cubicle and I was yearning for freedom, seeing partners leave in the middle of the day to catch a Yankees game. I did that the other day. Like, I had full circle moments, you know, smack in the middle of the week, enjoying a baseball game with my husband and my children. But that pain, I just never wanted to feel it again. So embrace the pain. And now to continue to take you on this journey. So 2 years ago, after I had success with my own weight loss, again came the impending fear of having to go back to work. My husband, we hit a financial struggle, you know, and my husband's like, you need to go back to work. And I refused. I fought with every inch of me to go back to work. That's the moment that I said, I made the shift from being a hobby coach, not taking this business seriously, to being a business owner and taking this business for what it really is. Doing my personal development, doing as much training as I could, becoming curious about my business. Like, I didn't wait for people to explain things to me. If I didn't know it, I would go into the online office and figure it out. I figured it out with my partner, who's, you know, my upline. So what happens there? Survival mode. So if any of you guys are struggling, embrace it. Embrace that pain. Embrace that pressure, because pressure builds diamonds. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be a walk in the park and just glitter all over and it's going to fall from the sky and no, it takes a lot of hard work. It takes sacrifice. It takes commitment. It takes personal growth. It takes you doing the things you said you would do when you were happy versus actually doing them when shit is hitting the fan, excuse my language, and things are not going in your way. When you're talking to 20 people and it's like, oh my God, I'm getting all these no's. Look at it as a good thing, because guess what? Those no's, you're planting seeds. Move on and go on to the next, but you got to be in that survival mode. I was in that survival mode. And you know what happened when I was in survival mode? My computer just went off. I need the light. What happened when I was in survival mode? Basically, I made over $1,100 that first month. So like I said, fast forward after my weight loss success, hobby coach, signing up people left and right, not paying attention to my uplines telling me, do this personal training, let's get on this call, this team call. I would be like, oh God, it was such a waste of time. Yeah, that was me. Okay, keeping it real. Corey knows. So in October, when I said, okay, I need this, because I had that fear, and I'm like, I'm not going back to feeling like I'm missing my son's life. You know, it's just going before me because I have to pay bills and I gotta, you know, make ends meet, when I had this opportunity right smack in my hands and I'm not doing anything with it. Like, shame on me, you know? So in 2 months, from October that I made that decision, and I hit Success Club 28, which has been my personal record to date, up until December, I made it a goal, and I knew that I would not enter the year like just being an emerald or a ruby. I had to hit diamond to prove to myself, because my husband told me, I give you 3 months. 3 months to work this business and show me that you can make money, and I will stand behind you. You know how our husbands are. We got to show them the money, ladies. So if you have a spouse that is iffy about you spending time on the phone and always being on your phone doing things, show them the money. Even if it's 100, 200, pay for things here and there. So they're seeing that, you know, whatever you're doing, that your time that you're spending away from them, you know, it's for a good cause, and that it's going to bring it fruit. So do that, please. I get that a lot from a lot of coaches. Oh, my spouse. They don't have to love it. They just have to respect. And how you earn that respect is by working your butt off, making shit happen, and showing them the money. Okay? So that was the first step towards diamonds. Fresh diamonds. What I learned from that, we have to be in survival mode. So again, I say embrace the pain. When you feel like the universe is conspiring against you, oh my God, it's slowing down, and everybody, I'm getting no's, everybody's waiting for money. Everybody's going through the same thing, but it's that mentality. It's that limited mentality. You're putting that into your own head. I'm guilty of this myself, and I have to pep talk myself and make that mind shift and take action to revert that and make it happen no matter what. So, happens because it is a setback to your comeback, right? So fast forward now to last year. So I'm a fresh diamond going to Coach Summit for unfortunate reasons, but I mean, it was a blessing in disguise. My husband ended up going with me because I was just distraught. I had this girl that I thought she was going to be a diamond, and she was just bringing in people left and right. And, never hold on to people. You are responsible for your own success, not your coaches. You lead by example. You want them to elevate, you need to elevate at the end of the day. I wasn't elevating. I was just like waiting for people to succeed and for it to just happen, and it's not going to happen like that. So now go back to last year, my first Coach Summit, and my husband went with me. My husband had lost 56 pounds, so he had success with the, at the core of this business, which is helping people, right? So he did have his success with his own weight loss, no longer sleep apnea. The man, his heart stopped like 87 times a night before Beachbody. And he had the impending fear of, he was just a walking heart attack waiting to happen. But something happens in Coach Summit where he was exposed to the culture, the positivity all around, and seeing that there is more to life, and that, damn it, if you get out of that mentality, that 9-to-5 mentality, I like to call it, that poverty mentality that we've all been, taught since we were little. Like, what have we been taught? Limited. It's called limited mentality. And I actually had a call yesterday with a mentor, and I'm going to share with you guys that he said limited mentality. He asked me, what is limited mentality to you? And I'm like, limited mentality is thinking that going to college, getting a degree, and getting a master's, and in a nice fancy office, that's the way to go. That's what success means to me. That's being limited, like limiting your mentality, because no, it's not. You can do whatever you want as long as you believe in yourself and you shift that mentality and you take always daily actions, no matter what, with the good, with the bad, with the ugly. You do those same things repeatedly. Change your tactics, but never the goal, never the vision, and you will get there. It's not going to happen in a day. It's not going to happen in a year. I will tell you that. And I understand that now, because patience has been one of my downfalls. But you have got some, if you guys are here in this group, is because you guys have made a commitment. You guys somewhere deep down believe in yourselves and have that painful why, not specifically like mine, but you have that painful why and something that you want to change in your life that, 5-10 years from now, you don't want to be where you are at today, right? So don't get frustrated when things don't go your way in 1 month, 2 months, even a year. I am so much different than the person that I was last year when I hit Star Diamond. So embrace the growth, embrace this career path that you have chosen, but just please know that it's not going to happen overnight. I want you guys to let me know, are you in it for the long haul? Are you, whether it takes you 2 years, whether it takes you 5 years, are you guys willing to sacrifice and grow so that you can elevate? And damn it, it is your obligation and your ethical duty, you guys, to succeed and be successful for yourself, for your children, and for your family. So it's not going to be easy. So please understand that, and please know that it's not going to happen overnight. But just as long as you are committed, you're going to get really far. I promise you that. My mentality has always been like that. Corey can tell you. I told her, and I look at it, my explanation of it is, I am in too deep. It's like the mob. I'm in too deep to walk away from what I started building. So Whatever brick is thrown at you, whatever brick life throws at you, or whatever, you lay that puppy down and you use it to build yourself and elevate. Okay? Promise me that. And promise me that you guys are going to be in it for the long haul, that you guys are lifers. Okay? Because there's so much more to what this company offers. And I just began to have a little taste when I pushed to Star Diamond. So going back to the story, going back to my husband, seeing all of that, something shifted in him. I mean, he's an entrepreneur. He does, video graphics, and his thing is Chino Designs, and he's been doing it for 19 years. I give him that. So he kind of set that entrepreneurial mentality in myself too. But he just saw that, wow, network marketing, it's so different. We had a mentality from Amway. I mean, Amway, it's not to say that it's bad, but it's a lot more harder. And with Beachbody, it's just so much easier because you are a walking billboard. You are the product. You need to share you in order to attract people to you. That's all you really need to do at the end of the day. Get people to try what you tried and share why you succeeded. Share where your pain was and why it worked for you. That's the best way and the simple way to break it down. Yes, roll with the punches. Okay, I don't want to read that everything because I want to get distracted. So my husband saw the bigger picture and he said, you know what? He knows that I had a goal of Star Diamond, to start building diamonds, right? And I had working coaches at the time, but mentality, again, baby coaches, it's a process, and embrace it. Don't rush them, embrace it. I mean, but if they're in to run like I was, then go with them. But you have to know and set the tone in your team and know where each and every one of them are and what's important to them and their why. Okay? So my husband knew that I had a goal of I had to be a 1-star. I'm like, okay, well, last year I hit diamond. Now what's next? Star Diamond, 2-star, 5-star, 10-star, 15 superstar, and on to my other business and my other business and my other business, and really make an impact in the Latino community. That's my big goal. Okay. So he said, let's do it. Let's do it together. He started being that coach, doing personal development, working out, doing everything that our vital behaviors. And another setback. Guess what happened? He ruptured his bicep at work. Anybody in their right mind could have been like, oh my God, well, screw this. I'm just going to stop right here. And it was right around this time. It was October 6th of last year. And it gives me chills. It's like, God, every October something happens with me. It's that last quarter when shit gets hard, because it does. He ruptured his bicep. He was out. He couldn't exercise anymore. Long story short, he poured his all into building a TV station for a local township, and he was very good friends with the mayor. Basically, they turned their back on him when he needed them the most. And we went to the holiday party, and Kim Carver shared a story when Mickey got hurt, with her wrist, and how he went to visit her, and he just looked at me and he was like, who does that? Flies all the way from Utah to come to New York to make sure that someone's okay, one of the leaders is okay. Like, that means a lot. These people really, they do care about us, and I know I've seen a lot with that people are like, oh, they all they worry about is Success Club and this. Yes, it's right, because that's what builds you a solid business. So you need to hit Success Club. You want to grow, you want to see the money, you want to build, a 6-figure and $1 million income for yourself and your family. You need to stay consistent, and it's not about pushing you to do things that you don't want to do. So please get out of that mentality. And if you're in that mentality, then I can't help you there. But my husband saw that, he appreciated it, and he's like, you know what? Let's do this. Both him and I worked for that common goal, and guess what? He hit diamond. I hit 1-star. We did it together. We became business partners. We are partners in life, but we truly became business partners. And we proved to ourselves that we can do it despite the obstacles. And I'm going to get a little religious here on you, because I am, a newborn, born again, sorry. So as of January of this year. So my thinking is always, you guys, when something is really trying to push you down, that's the enemy. That's the enemy trying to bring you down. Why do you think he wants to bring you down? Because he wants you in that little comfort zone. He doesn't want you to grow. He doesn't want you to elevate. He doesn't want you to shine bright for God. He doesn't want you to help other people. So when that happened to my husband, like, yeah, I could have sat on my soapbox and cried and, oh, poor us, and oh my God, now where's the money gonna come from, and this and that. No, I got to work. I rolled up my sleeves and I got to work. I sacrificed time. I said to myself, okay, this TV show is not gonna do me any good. I need to grow more. I need to elevate more. If I want to grow my income, I need to grow. So we did it, and we did it as a team. But damn it, when you have a setback, know that that's the enemy. Know that fight it, because why would he try so hard to bring you down? And when I mean he, I mean those evil forces. I do believe that we are like in spiritual warfare every day. So that is what tries to bring you down and keep you in that limited mentality and keep you down, suffering, where you think that you're supposed to live a 9 to 5 and that you don't deserve anything more than what you have and than whatever you're working for. No, you deserve a lot. All of us were born to live an abundant life and be light, to, guiding lights to others. But we can't do that unless we embrace the suffering, we embrace those pains, and we use it. It's like, okay, shit hit the fan. What are you going to do about it? I look at it differently, and I say, okay, God, where do you want me to learn? What do you want me to learn from this? And I leave it in his hands. And I know that every struggle that I've had in my life up to this point was on purpose, and it was to help me elevate. But sadly, majority of the people, for the exception of you guys that are here, you guys are the survivors. You guys are the ones that choose to rise above any problem that comes at you. So when you have that goal set, as long as you're shifting your mentality and you're taking action to accomplish what you set out to do, you're gonna succeed no matter what. So please know that. So that helped him push to Star Diamond. I took him on our first cruise paid by Beachbody. He was just in awe. He was like, he couldn't believe that I didn't ask him for a dime, you ladies, for a dime. I said, baby, it's on me. Beachbody paid for the trip, and I'm paying for the airplanes. It felt so good. Imagine how good it would feel, for you guys to be able to do that and provide that for your family, whatever your goal is. It's small or as big as it is. For me, my goal, and my ladies know this, is that I don't want ever, and this is part of my why, so that's why I took you guys back to not wanting to ever be locked up in an office again. My why is that I don't want my children to ever go to anybody's house. And it's not about the material thing, you guys, but I grew up, my mom, for unfortunate circumstances, had to send me out to Colombia. And my family was they were doing good, but we lived like in a poor house. My grandma, may she rest in peace, she owns the house. But when I went to like one of my friend's house, so I was about 9 or 10 years old, and I went to my friend's house to study, and I saw she had nicer things. The floors were nicer. She had all these cool gadgets and just a beautiful house. Like, I was embarrassed. I admit, I was embarrassed. It was a humble, loving home, but I was embarrassed to even have my friends come to my house. And I don't want ever for my children to feel like someone is better than them because of the position they're in. You understand what I'm saying? So that's part of my why, and that's why I refuse to ever give up on this business, on my ladies, and what I set out to do. Also, my leaders, Saudi, Mickey, everybody else in the market council, like, these are amazing women, you guys, that take time out to empower. We're surrounded by so much negativity. Beachbody has become like my safe haven, and it is a place of me to grow. It allows me to grow and embrace the struggles and walk hand in hand with others, because we share the same vision. We share the same dream. So get to those painful moments, please. I want you to really, you don't have to do it now, but don't think about when you joined Beachbody. Think about a time in your life where times got really hard. And I know you guys are survivors because you guys are here. By the grace of God, you guys are here. So remember, what was your mentality? After you cried and you had your little pity party. I'm not saying don't have a pity party. That's fine. 5 minutes, that's it. Wipe your tears and get to work. Because I have my pity parties all the time. My coaches know that. But I get back to it and I'm like, okay, what do I need to do? And remember, and you will see, I bet you anything, that at that moment, you guys were in survival mode. and being in that survival mode, like your life depends on it, it can take you to so many places. It took me to Diamond and beyond with my husband as well. We were in survival mode. So embrace it. I want you guys to look at the trials of this business or just life and embrace it, because you know what? God is just placing that obstacle right there, not to make you tumble and fall, but to help you elevate. See it that way. I already said it is your ethical duty and obligation to your family. So I have a few little takeaways that I've learned along the journey into pushing to Star Diamond and beyond. Besides saying that I am committed no matter what, God first, or your spiritual time, take care of your spirit, yourself. But I have learned that you have to put God first, or whatever, is your God. Put that first. Always wake up with, and if you don't know how to meditate or even pray, just stay quiet and think about what you're grateful for. Because I do believe in the law of attraction, and you attract what you put out there. So always get a journal every day and wake up. Before your feet hit the ground, just say, thank you that I opened my eyes, and thank you that I'm going to make it an amazing day. I have affirmations that I have with my 5-year-old. I do affirmations even with my 5-year-old as we're driving, and I say to him, these are the ones, and I didn't think I would share them. I am strong. I am smart. I am humble. I am capable. I am resourceful. If I fall, I get back up. If I see someone in need, I will help them up and rise them and make them a friend. I'm a child of God. No one is better than me, and I am no better than anyone. My name is Valentina Cordova. I am amazing, and I will make it a great day. And I learned that from Beachbody too, how they say, make it a fantastic week. Say to yourself, I will make it a great day. Okay? Mentality is everything, you guys. Limited beliefs. If that's something I learned from coaching last night, was limited belief. We have so much limited belief, and if we just we have the ability to switch that and really get to the point of pain where you don't want to ever be, or why you set out to do this, or why you are here, or why you set that goal, those long-term goals, you're going to make anything happen. So that first, embrace the pain. Secondly, by shifting your mentality and taking action. Okay? So take a step back. Like I said, get on your soapbox, cry, scream, yell. I yell into a pillow, like in Lilo and Stitch, how she yells into the pillow. I yell into the pillow, but then I'm done with it. I feel good, and I'm like, okay, so what am I going to learn from this? Let's see what God has planned for me. And that's the way I look at it. And guess what? That pain is always for something. It's always on purpose, and it is to help me grow. So embrace it, you guys. Share your struggles with your team. Don't make it, and even on social media, don't make it look like, don't make it look like everything is fine and dandy, because it's not. People don't want perfect. People want real. So share your journey. This is a journey. So right now, all of us, we're all getting prepared. I hope everybody is getting prepared for Quarter Force. I hope to see you guys too for Super Saturday. By the way, if you're not, then shame on you, because you need to be there. And I want to hug you all and meet you all. So please say hi. But get ready to take it again. Be a challenger. Don't be afraid to learn. If there's something that I've learned and I truly appreciate from like the leaders in this organization, specifically with Team Eagle, so from Saudi and Mickey and Gabby and Audrey, is that I know that we see them and we kind of put them on a on this platform, and we we look up to them, which is great. But at the end of the day, they are just like each and every one of us. They've all struggled. They've pushed back. They've pushed beyond those struggles to be where they are today. And we wouldn't be here if they didn't have. You think it was easy for them? Hell no, it wasn't easy. Like, imagine 5 years ago, 2 women trying to start this movement, and now we're like 10,000 strong and growing. That blows my mind. Even my husband was talking about that today, and he was actually going to use it for a marketing campaign. It doesn't happen overnight. So you want to build a dynasty, you want to build an empire. Remember, it's not going to happen overnight. Make yourself your commitment that you're going to bleed Beachbody blue, and that you believe in this mission, you believe in what we're doing, and as long as you are a business owner in Beachbody, it is your duty to do every program, show the results, share it with people, share your struggles, share your personal growth. Whatever life throws at you every day, share that, because people get enthusiastic about, like, oh wow, like she's having a shitty day, but okay, she didn't sit there on her soapbox and whine all day. Like, who wants that? No, they're going to see how you shifted your mentality and you said, I'm going to do something about it. Okay, this happened. What am I going to do? Okay, so share that. Don't be afraid to share your struggles with your coaches. My coaches that are on, no, it's been a difficult month. It's been a difficult month for everybody. But do I pretend like everything's okay because, oh my God, I'm a leader and we have to? No, you need to be in the trenches with your coaches. You are not micromanaging. You are not the boss of them. You are the boss of you. So if you're going through a struggle and they are too, you share it so that they can see what you're going to do about it. And guess what? Damn it, they're going to rise with you too. So I see a lot of people go into like this micromanaging, and you can't do that, or think that you're responsible for someone else's success. No, start with yourself. You are responsible for your success. And when you continually grow, your team grows, they grow, because they see that no matter what life throws at you, and that you're open about it, and you say, you know what, girls, it's a hard month and this is what I'm doing. What are you guys doing? And be open to learning from your coaches. I learned from my coaches. That's what at the point that I was trying to make before about, Saudi and Mickey, like they are in the trenches too, still learning, and they take away from each and every one of us, because we all are unique and we all have something to share, a struggle to share, something that we overcame in our life. A lot of us, all of us are survivors. So don't ever forget that. But don't be afraid to share those struggles and share the journey of this business, you guys. It's very important too. Don't just share that, oh, I hit Success Club. Oh, I got this free gift. Oh, I went on this cruise. No, share like, okay, I had this goal of being there. What am I going to do about it? I didn't hit this goal, but next year I will be at leadership. I want to be there alongside my team and partake in the activities. What am I going to do? I'm going to read this book. I'm going to do this. And you share that with people, and people see, people take a step back, just like they did with your weight loss journey when you started sharing and people were quiet in the trenches and, oh, let's see if she gains weight and blah, blah, blah. I was one of them. They're in the trenches watching you grow in your business. So don't be afraid to share that struggle, because nobody wants real. And you got to be realistic about it. Like I tell my coaches, this business can easily chew you up like a piece of gum and then throw it in your hair, if you let it. But if you're in it for the long haul and say, okay, I'm going to grow myself no matter what, because it is my ethical duty and obligation for myself and my family to succeed in life and in this business, that's the right mentality. So make that mind shift always. Remember me, please. Make the mind shift. I'm like, I wish I could hypnotize you guys. maybe that would work too. Maybe that's a good idea. You want to grow your income? We're all here because we want to continually grow our income. Grow yourself. Don't look around you. Don't play the comparison game. Please do not play the comparison game. Grow yourself. The more you grow yourself, the more you're pouring into yourself, so you can be that bigger beacon of light to help others. And the more you will embrace the no's, you will embrace the struggles of the business and just laugh at it and say, okay, whatever, demon. God is bigger, and he's going to continue to elevate me. And this is just a stepping stone for me to continue to go up. That's it. So grow yourself. And decide to truly commit. You know how they say the slogan, decide, commit, succeed. You truly have to make the decision to commit to being in this business, kind of like the mob. So remember that little, what do they call, like metaphor that I have about it. They're not going to kill you when you get out, but I'm just saying it would kill me. I wouldn't, because I've invested too much of myself and my time, and I have changed completely as a person thanks to Beachbody. I have met people that have touched my life, like my coaches, in ways that like I owe my life to them. I owe my marriage to them, and that was Beachbody. That was part of this culture. So I believe in it 150%. Somebody said, put your hands on fire in blazing fire, because you believe that much in your business, I will put my hands on fire gladly. I will go through, if they tell me you got to go through all these obstacle courses to get to the top and really, you know, motivate people, I will do whatever it takes if I know that I am helping people along the way. So that's how much of a commitment you have to make. Make that commitment to your family. So like I said, I don't care how long it takes me, as long as I continue to grow myself and elevate myself. And just to give you an example, I'm going to leave you guys with a quote from Helen Keller that talks about embracing the failure. So remember me and smile whenever you guys are, if you guys right now are hitting an obstacle and you're at Success Club 2 or you're at Success Club 1 or you're at Success Club 0 and you're like, oh my God, it's the end of the you know, what are you going to do? Oh, I'm just going to call off the month. No, you have to talk to more people. If you're not talking at least to 20 people, you're not doing enough. You got to form people, flirt with people like Melissa says. And add value to people. Everything you've learned, use it. Don't just hold in all your personal development to yourself. Like, use it. Be that beacon of light and hope for others. And that's how they will trust you and they will want to join your movement and join your vision and join what you are working for why you are even here. Okay? So I'm going to leave you guys with this quote, and it says, character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, vision cleared, ambition inspired, and success achieved. Embrace the struggles, you guys. Embrace the struggles, elevate yourselves. And if you guys have any questions or whatever, you may reach out. And I hope that this was helpful to you guys. I love you all. Go out there and elevate and push past those barriers. Okay? Bye.